Hello everybody, welcome back to the Tommy Trials. Thomas here. So, They Are Billions is a lovely indie game. It's an RTS. We'll hop right into it, no problem. It's a survival game. So you build up a colony. Start a new one. Tommy T. I don't have a lot of this game under my belt. If you want to see people who are really good at it, it's on YouTube. You can look her up. I'm going to be doing 120 days, which is accessible with a very low population. So in the Dark Moorland, the terrain is very intricate as it forms gorges and small plains with rivers and pools. These terrain formations can be very useful to protect the colony from the infected, but will make expansion of the colony much harder to achieve, which is true. To win the game, you have to create a colony and stay alive for the duration of the game. The hordes of the infected are the same regardless of the duration selected, therefore the longer the duration, the easier the game will be, as you will have more time to build. I just want everyone to know that I have lost on 150 days and just a few infected. I have lost. This game is incredibly fun. It's fun, in my opinion, to watch, which is one of the reasons I'm recording it, is hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. This isn't replacing XCOM or anything like that, but just a little bit of variety never hurt a soul, I don't think. And it's just a bucket load of fun. It's really cheap. If it's not still on sale, it's only like 20 bucks. This is a lot of fun for 20 bucks. I'm also looking into a game called Medieval Kingdom Wars. I own it. I just don't understand it yet. But this is a steampunk feel. So we've got our soldier, this disciplined and versatile unit can serve any purpose. Heavy armor and with a powerful submachine gun. Though we've got our rangers and they're our main infantry.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm gonna put
Orders, sir.
first things first.
Roger
The
that.
infected or the zombies in this game will slowly but surely venture.
This better be good. A new task.
But essentially, your task is to create a
Okay.
colony.
Gotcha.
That's nice. There's no way in that way, I don't think.
Whatever you say.
Essentially, create a
As long as
colony
you pay me.
and survive
I
against
hope you're not
hordes and
wasting my
hordes and
time.
hordes of zombies.
Great.
And they have figured out how to make a game
Roger that.
within an engine that has a craptastically large amount of
Yes.
entities on the
Great.
screen at one time. Like, for example, ah. Okay, please turn around. Please turn around. Are you still coming? Okay, one
Order,
is.
you pay. My bow is ready. Gotcha.
Alright, okay.
Right between the eyes. Yeah.
And I've read that to be really good at the game, you kite
Faster than
the
my
enemy,
bow.
which is what I'm doing, except kiting actually pertains to having the AI pick one enemy to run, or one of your guys to run
Roger
after, and
that.
then another person is always shooting at them.
Order,
But essentially what
you
I'm
pay.
doing real quick is I'm getting a feel for the land a little bit,
Are you sure?
because a real nice trick to have is to choke
I hope
points.
you're not
Choke
wasting
points are
my
great
time.
for when hordes come and whatnot. I'd pause the game and explore,
Are
but
you
you
sure?
can't do that. You can't pause and issue commands though. By hitting space you can pause and whatnot.
Gotcha.
But at its core it's an RTS survival game. Oh, this is
Whatever
nice.
you say.
This is really nice.
As
This
long
is
as
a
you
nice
pay me.
map. The map is...
You call that a plan?
I can't get across, right? No, I can't. That's
Gotcha.
very nice. There's nothing to defend
What's
over
up?
here. You can
Any
go up there.
infected around? You again.
That's very, very nice.
What?
So I want to...
Okay.
This is a very nice placement.
Gotcha.
So we can... Ooh, resources.
Yes.
Most people don't look like they're going to need them anymore.
Yeah.
Looks like this side's a bit more open though.
Okay.
Zombies.
Great.
There's some oil sitting over
Roger
there.
that.
So
Yeah.
these steaming pits are oil pits, not water, which is what I originally thought they were. Okay.
Yes.
This is something we can work with. Alright, first things first. We need a couple of tents. I'm going to put them back here. Actually, let's put them... I don't want to put them... there's so many resources around. So tents provide workers. There's like not very many resources in the game. This is how many colonists we have, workers that are available, food production, and energy. And we'll get to recognize how things work over the course of time.
Attention. Building completed.
We cannot be so close to the buildings. Oh shoot. Let's get rid of that then. That was a waste of resources, by the way. But I want a wood pile, or a sawmill that can get 14 wood. Okay, so we have these building tiles. In order to expand those, we have to use our Tesla towers. So as you can see, depending on where we put it, it expands where we can place things. I'm going to put one down here and one up there. We're very low on wood, so I'm very glad that we built that. But we're also going to need food to be produced as well.
Is everything okay?
Yeah.
I'm just going to have these guys. Here's the kicker, if you will.
Attention.
If a zombie gets to a building and attacks it long enough, they'll essentially infect the building, and then anyone associated with that building turns into a zombie. So if the zombies ever get to our tents, or as we upgrade houses, it turns into a fire that typically cannot be doused. Ever. Which is, you know, a little difficult when you're trying to survive and all that fun stuff. Food of 14. Food of 13. Put one there. We can put one there. Let's put one there too. Got a couple of fishing cottages. That will help with food. Really, we need wood and workers. Oh, that's because I destroyed a house and probably didn't help my cause. So we've got plus 14 wood right now. We've got 7 food. Now we've got 21, and as soon as that one's done, we'll have a little bit more. There we go. So a couple of fishing cottages will definitely be helpful.
Building completed.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
I suppose that it would be a great idea to build outward and use this peninsula to our advantage. As well as all the water around using fishing cottages. There's a nice amount of wood, and the fact that this little choke point here, and ultimately this choke point here and here.
A new task.
Here.
Okay. What? You call that a plan?
Oh, kill that. There we
Roger
go.
that. Gotcha.
Gah!
Great.
Okay, so we've got a ton and a half of zombies up here and a horde down here. So a good choke point would be in this area here where we can wall up. We got 50 wood, so why don't we work on accomplishing that? Tesla tower here. Let's put one here. That opens up almost the entire area to us. So here's a few of the wandering ones that they just slowly limp into your base, but if you're not careful, you'll actually lose the game by not setting up a few sentries around to keep them from wandering in and getting your houses. Because as soon as one zombie gets a hold of your houses, all of your colonists and workers turn into zombies, and it's just a dumpster fire of issues.
Building completed.
Let's get a tower there. Eventually you run out of energy and you've got to build mills. We're running really low on workers though, so let's get a couple more houses in. Really, we need stone production too, which we can't do until we have workers, but getting a quarry set up, even if it's going to be a tiny amount of stone income, is better than no stone income at all. Because ultimately, our early game objective is to build a soldier center so that we can build more soldiers. Because until then, we're stuck with the 5 that we got. And the 5 that we have is not enough to hold back the first horde. I learned a few things while playing, but not a ton and a half. So if you're really good at the game or you enjoy the game a lot, and you have tips and tricks, of course, give them to me, because I definitely utilize them. I know if you put a hunter cottage close to a forest, then you get more food as compared to if you put it out in the open. Obviously, we're gonna need one more Tesla tower. Let's put it. I'd like for it to be a little more central. Okay, there we go.
Attention. Building completed.
It's just because we've got the ability to do it.
Attention.
Oh, 19.
Building completed.
I don't think I can't put one in between. It's okay. 19 food. And nothing can get to it except through this path here. This is a nice choke point, and then I reckon we can use this as a fairly long choke point.
Attention. Building completed.
Not great. Not great. We'll expand out eventually and take this whole area because there's a lot of little choke points and whatnot that we can use, but it also makes expanding
Building
look
completed.
difficult. I think building homes back here is not a terrible idea just because zombies can't get to them real easy. I also think another fishing cottage back here, as well as I hear gunshots. A hunting cottage,
Attention.
another
Building
fishing
completed.
cottage, and a sawmill back here would be optimal as well. But we've got
Your colony
a
needs
mayor.
a mayor.
wood tower times 2. Oh, that could be over. Hunter cottage, food supply plus 3. So every hunter cottage will just give us plus 3 food. That could be helpful, I think. But I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the immediate benefits. 'Cause I would like to build this up. Oh wait, I have 3 ones. So I have found the wisest option is to go with a double wall look. Because then the zombies have to beat through the first layer of wall before they can even get to the tower, and that's helpful when
You
you've
are
got
gonna pay me for this, right?
people shooting from them. Because otherwise the tower's in the very front, and when the tower is hit or destroyed, I mean there's no second layer, so double walls are helpful anyways to hold off
What? Straight to the heart.
the hordes. Now that I've got a wall over here, I'm not going to leave 2 rangers though.
You again.
I'm gonna get 1 ranger over here.
Roger that.
I don't know what I'll do with
A
her
new
yet.
task.
We've got this area walled off. Excuse me. Most of my voice issues are gone, but obviously some still remain. I think getting a second sawmill. Heck, we could probably fit 2 in here if we tried, but I'm just gonna get plus 16. And that's 9. So 12? 12 looks like the best we can do. And get the plus 12. Also get a hunter's cottage over here for more food. That's all the work. So the energy that we have, okay. Oh, where's it? Alright, so we need 4 workers. But we're out of energy. That will have to go away then.
Attention. Building completed.
Because I need that extra energy for another home, which I believe gets me 3 workers. I think.
Attention. Building completed.
2 workers. That'll get me up to 3. I need 4. Maybe we say goodbye to that for now. We can have these extra workers. Otherwise I don't have enough energy, and that's an issue. I don't want to take up this area because I'm going to fill it up with houses. Here, we'll put it here for now. Put the mill over there. I don't know if that's a great location for it. They keep, they punch the wall, and then they get shot. And they punch the wall and get shot.
You again. Yeah.
A Tesla tower over here would be nice. I think right there would be nice, because those will actually those will enable me to. This needs to be at least here. Seems a little repetitive. Let me wait for that one to get done.
Building completed.
But now we have some extra energy. Let's house it up,
Attention. Building
as
completed.
well as get that hunter's cottage back. Frankly, we can sneak one more Tesla back here. I might be able to sneak in a
Attention.
fisherman's cottage,
Building completed.
but $11. Yep. 11. Oh. I guess we'll figure with 10. Okay.
Attention. Building completed.
Okay. So first things first,
Attention. Building completed.
defenses. Those are the most expensive ones.
Better be good. What? Let me put an arrow in his head.
Shoot them. So that's all the defenses on.
Attention.
There we go.
Building completed.
So that's
You
that.
again. What?
As soon as those are done, that'll be that built up.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
Are they? They keep attacking that one corner.
This better
Okay.
be good. Gotcha. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
So we don't need two over there anymore. Quite a few zombies. Once they're in range of the soldier, they'll be gone. Yeah. So we've got a pretty good thing going on here. Oh, you look tough. Infected executive. Okay. We keep getting zombies like that coming over, I think. In fact, we're having so much issues. So much issues. So many issues.
Do you need me?
We're gonna need wood. We're gonna need a lot of wood to build up over here. But I think we'll need that. Okay, so I don't want it to be, because I want to line up. I can line up my defenses with that tree and that tree, so it can be like right here.
Our defenses are being attacked.
Okay, I'm gonna send a second ranger over
What do
there.
you want now?
Because that wall is getting repetitively attacked, and so it's not really worrying me a super duper lot, but it's worrying me enough that I'm wanting to get it over there. I think that a warehouse. All we need is more work. We got all the rest of the
Building completed.
things needed. Blocking the access of another building. Okay. So tent. There we go. That'll get us oodle to workers. I may put a gate here. In fact, I think it's going to become a reality just to protect this area.
Attention. Building completed.
Maybe
Attention. Building
something like
completed.
this.
Attention. Building completed.
Just as like a tiny little protection, just in case a zombie were to get loose and wander through my everything. I mean, these houses would be toast, but my tiny little safe area over here would not. Also, I think we can put a fisherman's cottage here, just for some extra food. There we go. So we're not doing, I mean, we're probably doing terrible. As compared to the good people out there who are very good at the game, we're probably doing terrible, but I dare say we're not doing terrible. Okay. Gate it up. Put in our towers.
Building completed.
Get the walls. It's got a tree there, I think. Yeah, I have the resources to build it. There's just a tree there. So it's difficult because that I'm aware of, you can't rotate the camera. Let's do 4. Let's get a tower in. Wall up. Oh, ran out of wood. So we've got kind of a longer wall over here. But hopefully...
This better be good.
Commander? That will be easy.
There we go. So we've got that walled off. Really? Let's put a tower there. Let's think. If we put a tower here, they would in theory be able to fire this way and this way. So I think that's a good idea. And then these walls will be connected, which would be nice. Okay, so all my rangers are on walls. This was just put in as a protection against the zombies. Obviously Soldier Center, that's something of interest. So is the warehouse. We've got 14. How many do we need to make this a reality? 8 and 8. We need 16. Can I cram one more house? I can. I can cram one more house. And let's get this building. Oh, we're saving. I'm actually thinking we'll put it here. As soon as this tent is done, I can... As soon as I have more stone. Okay, I have to wait a little bit on the stone income, because my stone income's kind of slow. And I don't think that I can build another quarry here. I think it's too close. You can only build so much of one building close to each other. So stone income, that's going to be... That's my negative. That's my huge negative. There looks like there's some iron and stone over here, a teeny bit of stone here, iron, a little bit of stone, a teeny bit of stone. Itty bit of gold, actually. Actually, you know what? I have 2 towers. Why not utilize both towers? There we go. I like to put 2 towers around my gates. Maybe because it looks cool. I don't know. Okay, you know what I think I'm gonna do?
Attention. Building completed.
Well, no, I think I'm. Actually got. What did we do? We picked up a little bit. Oh, we did. We picked up a little bit of iron. So we can actually build a couple soldiers. I think I'm going to take advantage of our iron. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna get. Okay. I think that's all the houses I can fit over here. Okay. But I need to get a... I already forgot my plan in life.
Attention. Building completed.
Okay, let me see. Expands maximum storage capacity of resources and gold. It also increases the resource production of surrounding buildings. Okay, so that's what this is. So obviously the more that we can nab in here, the better, right? Okay, I think the ones it's touching currently is all the ones that we're going to be able to help anyways, because if we pull it down and over, it's still not affecting anything. So I'm thinking like right there. That's huge. Okay. Still leaves us 4 workers. And now I'm willing to waste those to get soldiers. Some early game soldiers. I'm not going to complain about that at all. However, we need more houses. So this area is safe, but I'm going to have to expand beyond that. build that there, because that'll block things off.
Reporting for duty.
Dozens of infected are near the colony.
They're approaching from
They're
the east.
approaching from the east.
My brain is trying to figure out which direction
Just
east
tell me
is.
what to do.
East is over here.
Attention. Building completed.
I'm only leaving a skeleton crew on the west because we
Attention.
don't need it.
Building completed.
So this is a horde. This will be pretty tiny.
Reporting for duty. Any
Thankfully, I'm gonna
orders?
have a few soldiers
Building completed.
available.
A new task.
Just trying to figure out where exactly they're coming from. I mean, they're definitely coming from this side, but are they gonna hit this wall or this wall? I don't know which one. Urgh.
Reporting for duty.
Do it. Whatever you say. As long as you pay me.
Your soldiers can also fire behind walls, but they're more effective on towers. They can extend their watch and their attack range as soon as I get... Alright, I think I know which direction they're coming in.
Ready and waiting. Orders, sir.
Go. Yep. Definitely found them. Here, get over here.
Commander.
Get him. Well, that was awfully
Reporting
teeny.
for duty. At your service.
Hmm. Well, that was a lot of build-up for nothing. Okay. Well, they get bigger. Trust me, they get much, much bigger. Do not need
Commander.
more than
Yes, tell me. But be quick.
Ranger or two.
You again. What?
Reporting for
The
duty.
walls are under attack.
Yeah, because they don't like that wall for some reason. Okay. So now we've got
Tell me. Great idea.
6 actual soldiers. This is enough of a scouting party that I can send these guys into a group of zombies without completely panicking. Now I think you can make a... Yeah, you can't have a ginormous wall of 3 deep. They stop you from doing that. Why are you walking around this way, peasant? Oh well.
Any orders?
I think we know that there is a fairly large group of zombies around here. No?
All the way.
Is there not?
Understood.
There's a ton of iron and stone over here, which is worth
For
expanding
the
to.
humans. Come on.
Choke point here,
For the humans.
and I think 2 choke
On
points
your
down here.
orders.
Soldiers are not as fast as
Perfect.
rangers, but oh gosh, that's an issue.
For the humans.
It's like infected buildings, and when you
Understood.
attack the buildings,
That will be easy.
like runners and stuff come at you. It's a real pain in the patootie. And a group of 6 I don't think can take it.
On your orders.
Oh gosh, fire away.
Is
See,
everything
there's a
okay?
tiny little zombie eliminating team.
Just guide me to the infected.
The issue is if you're trying to pick off infected, that's an issue
Just tell me
because
what to
their
do.
guns
Understood.
alert nearby infected.
Ready and waiting.
They seem to be coping okay. They seem to be doing alright. I'm just gonna leave them there. They're okay. They're fine. They may be panicking on the inside, but outside they're hardened warriors. Okay, we're actually out of energy again. But I need workers.
At your service.
Oh boy. Oh, you guys have issues. They seem to be doing okay, though.
Commander?
They're in the middle of a horde, but they're okay. Our predicament is a... exorbitant. I don't want to take away from them. So the only thing I know to do will be for a temporary loss of a ranger.
Oh,
Because you can dismiss them, but only when they're close to a soldier center. Which means I can't dismiss her till she gets a little closer. Somebody's freaking out. Somebody's yelling and screaming. Which means typically there's zombies by, but I can't build a tent without a mill. I can't build a mill. That was a dumb placement. That's stupid. Can't build a mill without workers. Mill over there. It's not the worst case scenario if it's attacked by zombies who get through the wall. I don't want anyone to get through the walls. Are you guys fine? You guys are fine.
Is everything okay?
Move up a little. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
Waiting on orders. All the way.
There's the supplies here. Oh,
Let's get them! Any orders?
as far as I can tell, the hordes themselves don't respawn. Oh,
Bring them on!
there's some oil. It'll be helpful later.
Building
And gold.
complete.
Okay, cool. You guys keep shooting. We have more energy, which means we can build more tents. I'm leery of building tents up here, even though there's a big open area, because I can build farms here later. Put a tent back there. I just don't want to build them too close to the walls.
They are trying to break through.
They are. Okay, let's repair that.
Commander?
Alright, guys. Heal.
At your service.
Really lucky to have stumbled on that iron sword. Just a firing squad. That's brutal.
orders?
That's what that is. Ugh.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
Oh, it doesn't shock me. They'll kill it soon enough. Right? Yeah. You can't repair things or build things when infected or close. If you're thinking, this game seems really easy. Well, I do have it on easy so that the first couple
That
of
will be easy.
missions may be easy,
Charge!
but the hordes get huge. Ow, ow, ow.
The defenses are being attacked. The walls are under attack.
What do I need? I need a one of those, a wood workshop. I need more workers. Kind of shot myself in the foot a little bit with what am I missing to build a tent? Food. Oh, looks we're running low on food. We did such a good job of getting food together early that I kind of forgot about it. Put on this cottage up there too.
Attention. Building completed.
Well, that and these soldiers consume me a little bit.
Attack!
Oh,
Here we go! Perfect. I will kill our enemies.
clearing.
Great idea, sir. Let's go.
Attention. Building completed.
All the way.
Attention. Building completed.
So this expansion is going to be incredibly difficult. So because what I like to do, and maybe it's not the best plan, but what I like to do is build out as evenly as I can. So for example, I mean we've built out, and we've been lucky because of the choke points that I've been able just to put a big wall here and then a wall here. So I only have 2 walls. But when I build out again, I want to try and do it evenly so that we can get kind of another layer of walls around. The issue is guess we could. I guess we could continue this in a moment. For you guys, it'll be a couple of seconds. For me, it'll be a few hours, but we are not done here. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and wrap up the part. Why not?
On your orders.
This is really not a bad spot to wrap up. I'm just going to bring my small troop back in. But we've got a tiny little tent area, which would be really, really nice. One thing I don't know. Hang on, real quick. Let's pull you out. Can you get to there? I don't think that you can because of this tent. Please tell me you can. You definitely can.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
My bad.
Any orders?
But yeah, I think this is where we're going to wrap it up. We've got a warehouse. That's good. We're working on getting the wood workshop as soon as we get enough homes. We've got things walled up pretty...
Is everything okay?
They are trying to break through.
Commander?
Get up there.
Any orders?
Get up there.
Is everything okay?
Very little issue. But I think this is where we'll go ahead and wrap up the part. Hadn't been my plan originally to wrap it up here, but this will keep it a little shorter. So go ahead and click on the logo if you want to subscribe. Please like the video if you're enjoying this. It's a little different take, but I love RTSs and I like games like this, and I'm so bad at them that it makes it enjoyable for me to play because you get better over the course of time. Plus it's steampunk and zombies, and who doesn't want that? So go ahead and like the video, please, if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and until next time, guys, Jig Hardy.